I believe the really good coaches or the really good leaders are those leaders that can make people better than what they think they are. And that's not pushing them, it's actually allowing them to believe they're better than what they think they are. And I look at the really good coaches around now in Rugby League, the ones that have been there for a long while, the Wayne Bennett's, the Craig Bellamy's, the Trent Robinsons. These coaches, they're not teachers, they're coaches, and coaches are dealing with players and allowing them to actually understand the cause and effect principle. In my view, and what I've observed, I've been doing it for 20 years with businesses now, what I've observed is too many people are stepping away, observing, and not having a conversation first up. So what's the conversation look like? It might be, Mark, we need to have a conversation about blah, 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 blah. Okay.
So which means you need to monitor me in the first place. You need to have some metrics, or you need
100%. And this is when you have talk about having the metrics. It's a coaching philosophy. Coaching is not about having an appraisal once a year. Coaching is in the moment interaction about dealing with what is working, what's not working. Because coaching is actually not just having a discussion around this is not working. It's also encouraging what is working, so people know you want more of what you want. Let's peel it back a layer, and that is when you talk about leadership, and I've studied this for a long, long time now. It's well known that there's two sort of extremes to being a really good boss. Okay, at one end there's the management stuff, and at the other end there's the leadership stuff. Yeah. So the management stuff's about getting results in the here and now. It's about more pushing people to get a result. Whereas the leadership stuff's about inspiring them, hitting what motivates them. It's about the big picture. It's focusing on the future. Now, in business as usual, if you're the boss of a company, you should be pretty much operating mostly in that leadership space. Okay, which means that you need to have conversations around performance management with your direct reports as they come up. But most of the time you're focusing on where we want to go to. But in the management space, it's in the here and now. It's about push. Now, the problem is, how do people come to become a boss? Most people become a boss because they've got a great work ethic. They're technically really good. Maybe they're good at relationships with other people. Maybe they're an employee I don't want to lose, so I'll promote that person. But all of these reasons, they sort of support the management mindset, but they don't support the leadership mindset. So what happens when people come into a leadership role is they default to what they feel comfortable of, and they do more of the managing, which is the push. And they don't really spend as much time in that leadership space, because unless you work at understanding what this is all about, it's hard to understand what influences, what motivates people, reading personalities, that sort of stuff.